Last week I told you about North Carolina. The day Kevin and I proved Billy Joe lessons work. Today I'm going to tell you about the road. And the day Chicago taught me that your paycheck isn't just money, it's your freedom. This is episode 6, the road, Chicago lesson. So my first time on the road, when I left, well, let me take you back a little further. When I joined the union, I was working down at the Kennedy Space Center because my whole apprenticeship, Billy Joe always preached to me about not becoming a company man, go join the union and go see the world. So I did that. I followed his instructions. So down at the Kennedy Space Center, when I first started, sitting at the lunch table with them dudes, man, they was sitting there, they would just talk about jobs across the nation. And back then, one of the hottest things for them to do, they'll work all half of the year down at the Cape. Then when summer come around, like in July, they would drag up. Then they would go to Detroit and get the shutdown, go to the shutdown and make real good money, like a year worth of salary in a half of summer. So anyway, I used to hear that a lot. So after I took my first union job, I sat around and I was hearing those guys, and I wanted to go see what the world was about because Billy Joe always told me go see the world. So my brother lived in Atlanta at the time. My brother Kelvin, he worked for Delta, and so I went up there and I worked in Atlanta. Then I had that issue at the Federal Reserve job where I got fired for not getting off the elevator. So the next thing I say, you know what? I got something. I heard about um, this job up in Chicago out of the McCormick place, 712s, big money. So I packed my bags and boot steel cake with Atlanta dust, and I was like, this the one. The road gonna finally pay me back. But Chicago hit me hard, bro. You know, Chicago hit like a blade. The cold, the wind, the size of the place, it was huge. And day one felt like a promise. So, and also, I use my network. So I call and say I was coming to the McCormick place, and this guy named Don, I can't remember his last name. They told me, the guy from Pete, his name Pete. Pete was from Chicago Local. Pete told me he gonna get in touch with Don, and they're gonna get me in the best crew. So he said the next day, go to that job site and look for Don. And when I walked through that door, the auditorium so huge, it was thousands of people around there. And I couldn't find this dude, Don. And all of a sudden he came to me and he found me. He was like, yo, I've been looking for you. You're in my crew, you're in the best crew, whatever. We work in 712s and it's on. I'm like, man, yeah, this is what I've been waiting on. I can make me some real money now. So anyway, after we did our little orientation and they, you know, put you in your crew and all that, day one we started in that McCormick place and we worked probably about 10 hours the first day. But sometimes when you first started a job, that's how it is. The first day, you really sometimes don't work 12 because they, trying to get you situated and you got to find your equipment, the lifts, or whatever going on. So anyway, day two roll around. Well, we do about 8 hours. Day three, 8 hours. Day four, about the same thing. Then there was rumor around the job site that they're getting ready to lay us off. And I was like, damn, what happened to all these 712? We ain't made the first 12-hour day. Well, they were like, well, we're getting laid off anyway. Well, I was like, cool, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? You just move on. In our world, when the job over, you just move on to the next. So I was like, cool. So around 3:30 or so, when we were supposed to get laid off, everybody started walking out the building. And I'm standing there and, I'm young. I probably was my third year in the trade. I mean, as a journeyman, if it was my third year. So after everybody started walking out the building, I went to asking, well, what happened to my check? Because in our world, layoff is payoff. As soon as you get laid off, they're supposed to pay you all the money that they owe you. So I went and asked, hey, where's my money? And this guy told me, well, layoff here at McCormick Place isn't payoff. I said, whoa, so what do they do? He said, they mail you your check. I said, man, they can't mail me my check. I'm here in Chicago. I don't have anybody back home to receive my check. He's like, man, I don't know what to tell you. So I said, I know what to do. So I found the head guy that was running the whole plant. I told him my situation. I'm like, hey, man, I'm up here in Chicago and I can't have you to mail me my check back home. I'll wait around or whatever it takes, but I just can't have you to mail my check. So he was like, all right, cool. That's no problem. He said, I tell you what, you go see the foreman. And so, I mean, the steward. The steward name was Andre. He was a black guy. And so I go to Andre and I tell him my situation. And I was like, hey, I can't have them to mail me my check. Just let me know when the check come and I'll come back and get it. So after I went and got my room and I already had my room. I'm sitting in my room and every day I'll call and I'll be like, hey, bro, where's my check? He's like, man, it ain't here. Check back tomorrow. I call back tomorrow. Same thing. Check back the next day. It ain't here yet. So it's getting, I'm lonely. I'm big old Chicago, man. Big old city. It's 1 million people in Chicago, I guess. And I felt like I was the only one in the world at that time. I was stuck in a room. I'm eating this cheap motel food down the street, the gas station food. I'm running out of money that I had. And so it come about day 7. Now I'm really hot by now. So I pick up my phone and I call Don because I had that foreman name from the beginning. So I was like, hey, Don, man, I know you don't have nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? But I'm here at this hotel. I'm waiting on my check. And that steward Andre is supposed to let me know when my check is here. And Don was like, hold on. And it was like he was standing in the office right next to the lady at that time. I'm talking about maybe 30 seconds. He come back on the phone. And he was like, man, your check here, come on down. So I come down to that hall, to that McCormick Place, and I asked about my check again. And the lady that I guess she was in the office when Don called, she said to me, I'm so glad you called, Don, because your check been here. So then I go in the office with Andre and he's shuffling through some little notes like he doing me a big favor. And come to find out, my check been there the whole time. And he had me to sit up there in that room and wait. And bro, that was a hard lesson I learned because a man paycheck isn't just money, it's his freedom. And freedom is something you just let someone lock in the drawer. And never let a company man, never let a company man slick talk you, or a foreman or a steward that's more loyal to the people than the brother. Hold your dignity or your paycheck hostage. Carry your union card with pride, but your respect, carry it even higher. Because our work is priceless. So here's what I need you to hear. The road promised big check instead of work. But sometimes the road lies. Always verify your hours. Per diem or incentive, the job duration before you even pack your bags. Lesson 2, your paycheck is your freedom. Never let anyone hold it hostage. Not a foreman, not a steward, not a company man. If they owe you, make them pay you. Lesson 3, Some steward represent the company, not the brothers. Know the difference. A real steward fight for you. A company steward fight for them. Chicago taught me this. The road will test you. It will promise you 7/12s and give you 8 hours. It will make you wait for what's already yours. But if you stand your ground and demand what you earn, you walk away with more than a check. You walk away with your dignity. Next week, I'm going to tell you about the day I became a foreman and the choice I had to make. Would it be, because would it become like Andre, the foreman who exploited me? Or would it teach me like the apprentice the way Billy Joe taught me? Until then, remember this. Carry your union card with pride, but carry your respect even higher. I'm Gator. Stay safe out there. Stay safe out there. See you next time.